What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a get ready with me. I have some new products to try out and I just kind of wanted to play with some makeup. I'm in some comfy clothes, just got out of the shower. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this get ready with me. The first thing I'm going to go in with is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. Super hydrating primer. Put a couple squirts. And now for foundation, I'm going to go in with two and mix them. The first one is the Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 140. And then I have the Maybelline 24 Hour foundation in 128. So I'm going to take both of these and mix them together and then go ahead and apply it. I'm going to take 3 pumps, 2 pumps, and mix that on the back of my hand. Go on ahead and apply that. And now to blend all of that in, I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Morphe brush and go ahead and just blend that. And now that you have your foundation on, I'm going to go in with concealer. And this is a new product to me, and I really wanted to try it out. So this is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is the shade Medium Peach. So I'm going to go ahead and put that under my eyes and everywhere that I highlight. I like that it has a big wand, kind of like Shape Tape. I know a lot of people like the wand on that one. I'm going to put some on the sides of my nose because I always get some redness that peeks through in that area. And taking my sponge again, just start blending all that out. And now that I have that all blended out, before setting it, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild contour stick. I also picked this up and wanted to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with that before setting it. Just go in with a tiny bit. Forehead. I like to do it on the sides right here. Sides of the nose. And the tip of the nose. And then a little bit under the chin. And to blend all that out, I'm going to go again with my sponge. And now to finish off the nose contour, I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer and just take it down the middle of my nose and a little bit between the brow right here. Like that. And a tiny bit on the sides right here. And then I'm going to blend that out again. And now that we have all of that blended out, I'm going to go in and set that with the Fit Me Loose Powder in shade 10. I've been loving this stuff and I've been using it every day. I'm just going to pour some into the cap. And before we set the under eye, I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just blend everything out. And just taking it with my sponge, packing some powder on there. I like to pat it on the back of my hand just a tiny bit before putting it under my eye, just so you don't get the clumps of loose powder. And I'm just going to keep pressing that in until it kind of melts into the under eye. I'm also going to set some areas where I put the concealer. So I'm just going to go in on my chin, bridge of the nose, between the brow and the forehead. And now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Powder in shade 120 Classic Ivory. This is also a new product for me, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a try. And I'm going to take it with the Morphe M439, just a big, dense brush. And now to bronze the skin, I'm going to take the Benefit Hoola Bronzer with the Morphe R7 brush, my favorite brush to bronze with. And I'm just going to take some of that. And to bronze or contour the nose, I'm going to take the JS3 brush. It's just a little fluffy brush. And with the same Hoola bronzer, just take some on there, the slightest bit. And now to sharpen everything up, I'm going to take some of my loose powder with the other side of my sponge and just go ahead and sharpen underneath where I bronzed. I like to stamp it and then swipe down. And I'm also going to take some on the sides of my nose. And now I'm just going to let that bake, and I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I went ahead and finished my eyebrows, and I used the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown with the number 12 Anastasia brush, the Control Freak eyebrow gel, and also just primed my lid with the same concealer and set it with the same powder. The palette I'm going to be using for my eyes today is the James Charles Morphe palette. There we go. I wanted to do, maybe, I'm thinking something a little bit more colorful. I'm kind of thinking staying within this little range right here of purple, pink. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in and we'll go ahead and start the eyes. I went ahead and zoomed you guys in so you could see the eye look a little bit better. And to start off the eyes, I'm going to use the JS5 blending brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and dip in with Pinkity Drinkity and go ahead and use that as a transition color into the crease. Now that we have that color in the transition crease, I'm going to go ahead and take the JS6 brush. It's like a flat blending brush with single out of the palette, and I'm going to go ahead and pack that on the outer corner and go ahead and start blending it into the crease. To prevent any fallout getting on our base, I'm going to go ahead and pack some powder under our eye, kind of like baking, but just going to go ahead and place that so we don't get that on our base. I'm now going to take the M441, it's a bigger blending brush, and I'm going to use the same color and just go ahead and start blending that out. I'm going to go ahead and keep switching off with the JS6 and then the M441. Just keep switching off blending with these. So now that I have all of that blended out, I'm going to go ahead and take the same JS6 brush, the flat blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take Escape and pack that on the outer corner just like how we did, but I'm not going to blend it up so high. I'm going to keep it low and deepen up the crease. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with the e.l.f. concealer that we used. And I'm going to use it's the M224, Morphe M224, to go ahead and cut the crease. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it halfway and do a half cut crease. And now that we cut the crease, and while the base is still tacky, I'm going to take the M326 with Artistry out of the palette and go ahead and pack that everywhere that I put the concealer. And now that we have that all packed on the lid, I'm going to go ahead and take a Morphe M506 blending brush. It's a small blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and mesh the Escape color into our concealer and blend that together. And to darken up the outer crease a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and go back with the JS6 and Escape and just keep packing that until I get the desired color I like. And now I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe M506 again, and I'm going to go in with Spooky in the palette and go ahead and place a tiny, tiny bit on the outer corner of the eye. And now that I have all of the eyeshadow done on the lid, I'm going to go ahead and take the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in Crystal Silk, the 104. And go ahead and draw a line going from my inner corner to the end of the cut crease. And now that we have the glitter in the crease, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eye with the Kat Von D tattoo liner. And I'm just going to draw a thin line on the lash line just so it covers the band when I apply the lashes. And for lashes, I'm going to go ahead and use the Batty Bee Insta-Ho lashes. And for mascara before the lashes, I'm going to use the Colossal Big Shot just to give us a base. And now that we have the lashes applied, before doing the bottom lash line, I'm going to go ahead and take the R14 and my setting powder. I'm just going to get a little bit of setting powder and go ahead and wipe off that bake. And for the bottom lash line, I'm going to go ahead and go in with both Escape and Single and go ahead and run that along the lash line. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply some lower mascara. And now that we finished off with the eyes, I'm now going to go ahead and go in with the JS2 and the MAC Peaches blush. And now I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face with the Morphe Setting Mist. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter with the Y14 Morphe highlighting brush to highlight. And for my nose and inner corner, I'm going to take the Mikasa E310 brush with the same highlighter. And for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with the highlighter and a little bit of face out of the palette and go ahead and pop that in the inner corner. And now for lips, I'm going to go in with the MAC Strip Down Lip Liner and I'm going to go ahead and line my whole lip. And for lipstick, I'm going to go in with a combination of Honey Love from MAC and Cream from Morphe. I'm going to go in with a mixture of these. First, I'm going to take Honey Love and go over my whole lip with that. And now with Cream from Morphe, I'm going to go and focus this on the center of the lip since it's a little bit lighter. And now I'm going to go in with lip gloss, and for that I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Gloss in Send Nudes. This is my first time trying this gloss, so let's see how this will look. It blended well with the Honey Love from MAC, so I kind of didn't have to put the Morphe one, but I like this color. And the formula isn't sticky at all. And now I'm going to take the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in Java just to fill in the moles on my face so they don't look like gross with all the foundation on top of it. And to finish it off, I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe setting spray again and go ahead and give it one last spritz. I went ahead and changed and put down my hair, and this is the completed look. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot if you could also subscribe, and I will go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Bye!